Hey there, everybody. Week 4, imagine already. So now this week, we're going on to values part 2. So values part 2 is all about restructuring your values part 1. So did you find values difficult last week? Values can be quite a challenging week because we realize we actually have to ask ourselves, what is it that's important to me? And what do I value? So we move on to week 4, where you're going to actually see what it is that you value and how you can change it. So you have to implement these rules and not just understand them. It takes time and repetition, by the way. So are you perhaps now seeing why this specific area of your life that you chose at the start of this program is not as you want it to be? The bottom line is our emotional states are the juices in our lives, and they are like the things that drive our behavior. So we will all want to do more and more of the things that make us happy and avoid at all costs the things that cause us pain. So if you have an emotional day, you have an emotional pain feeling in this area of your life, and it's most likely a negative feeling, because the rules you have set up are that it's easy to feel bad and really, really hard to feel good. So is it any wonder that you have not been taking the necessary action to get you to where you want to be? Is it any wonder that you have that? I'm going to read out a little statement from Abraham Lincoln. It's quite good, actually. So most folks are happy as they make their minds up to be. Being aware of these rules is helping you change from here on. If you're focused and feeling at this point like your life is like a big pile of spaghetti, don't worry. You're only human. And you'll never get it sorted out. Is that what you're thinking? Join the club. We all feel the same. I felt the same too. So when you're not consciously aware of how all this was playing out in your life, you didn't know that these outcomes would be the present result of buying into your own stuff. As you are aware, so now it's time to be different and to do different. Remember that it's about taking full responsibility for everything that's going on here, and which can be quite challenging to take the responsibility when your life is not going in the direction that you want it to be going. So we need to choose a new way of being, and it's best as full responsible adult who drives their own life to choose to set up rules that help us easily experience the emotions we want, to make it really difficult for us to experience the ones that we don't want. So imagine if you could look at this area of your life with no fear, no lack, no judgment, no anger, no sadness, and instead feel joyful, inspired, and fulfilled, and really enjoy this area of your life instead. What would change for you then? What new actions would you be able to take? What new thoughts would you be open for? And how easy would it be for you to make progress? So, here's the amazing thing. These rules have been driving how you experience your values that you did last week. You made them up at some point. That is, you learned them from someone else, or you took a collection of things you saw heard, experienced, and put them all together into the way that you feel the things that you most value and that you want the least. It's all made up in one way or another. This is not to say that your values are not valid. When you did this, you had no idea what you were doing and how it would affect you down the track. But now you know, and now you can see that the way you designed these rules in the past isn't serving you today, even if you did it back then. So now, as an adult, with free will, you have the choice to change how you experience the world and how you experience the emotions you want to and don't want on a daily basis. The word wouldn't come out there. And you can do that by choosing to change your rules and then committing to things and committing to live these changes out day by day. So how do you choose to realign these rules so you can experience more of the wanted values and less of the unwanted states? So just follow these steps. Make most of the rules internally driven. So you're choosing what emotional path to go down. You're about to rewrite your rules for happiness. How cool is that? Make sure that most of them depend on things that you can do for yourself. And number 2, make it easily in multiple ways to feel your chosen moving towards value so that you can get a top up anytime, any day in multiple ways. Design the rules so it's easy to experience repeated success. And imagine if happiness happened for you every time you took a deep breath. It's that simple. And every time you looked at the sky, it's that simple. We just choose to make it difficult for ourselves. So what was your number 1 value of your life? Look back to your previous exercise. You will have to do that because this is part 2 of values. Now we're going to write some rules that make it easy as possible for you to achieve that value. Remember, we want to make it as easy as possible to experience. So you want to make the rules as general as possible and really common conditions. So like, for example, I feel happy anytime I take 3 deep breaths in. And I remember a time in the past that I was happy when I looked at the sky. How easy would that be for me to feel happy? Because every time I look at the sky, I feel happy. And every time I take it 3 deep breaths in, I feel happy. And it's all internally because nobody actually can do this for me, only me. I'm not looking externally for outer people to make me happy. That is what happens. That's where we go wrong. When we look for other people to make us happy, when we need to buy things or certain things need to happen to make us happy. How easy would it be that when you wake up in the morning and you open up your eyes, you feel happy? Or you, first thing in the morning when you go to the toilet, you're letting go of all yesterday's shite, literally. No. You're letting go of all yesterday's thoughts, all yesterday's feelings as you go to the toilet first thing in the morning. What a good thing to think of. Then you will never feel bad. Because you're every day, every morning, you have to go to the bathroom. Just picture it as you're letting go of all yesterday's stuff. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, whatever props up, scenarios that you were not happy with. So as you see, you go down through all your rules and go down through all your values of week 3, and you're rewriting the values, the actual rules for the values. So instead of your value being, I really want to be happy, but you feel, oh, I'm not so happy because my partner never told me he loved me this morning. Your partner might have got up really early in the morning and had to go to work, and because he didn't tell you that he loved you means you're not happy for the day. That's just pure silly. So that's how you rewrite all of your values, which is amazing. And you do that the whole way along for this. Same your unwanted value, and then you rewrite your whole new rules. So this is about overcoming and going a little bit deeper into things for yourself, seeing the magic happen then as well. So I acknowledge and accept that my old rules in this area have not brought me the result that I want. I accept and appreciate the lessons that have taught me, and now it's time to move on. From this moment, I choose to experience more of the emotions I want to experience and less of the ones I don't want to experience. Because you are your own boss. You choose to do these things, to think these things. So now you can rewind and make up a whole new set of rules. How cool is that? And I embrace the knowledge that how I feel is how I choose to feel. And I celebrate the new rules I have designed that will bring massive changes to my life now. I agree to practice my rules and my values every day to give them the focus they need to bring the required changes to my life. And I thank myself for this gift of choice, because it's your choice. You have the choice to live the life you want to live. You can change these rules. It's just a decision that you made. If the rules are simpler, we can achieve the values more easily. If you look at the area of your life that you're happy with, then look at the area of their life that you're not happy with. Discover that you're not judging yourself, and don't beat yourself up about everything or something you didn't get done. Emotions you are allowing yourself to feel. Prioritize what's important and change your rules. You will feel a shift and become a much happier person. It's not about going easy on yourself, but you need to make your rules easier to stay motivated. Maybe don't have as many rules. What about that? Be more flexible with yourself. How would that feel? Just truly amazing. So now I'm going to get you to finish your questions, and I'm going to come back with a new video to future pace this. It's a little bit different to the other one that we did, but I want you to finish your questions, and I will do this on a separate video, because this video is really motivating for when you know what you want, because it is all down to choice. This future pacing is actually the same as we did before. So do your questions and then go back and do your future pacing, like the separate video that I did for future pacing. And guys, go easy on yourselves for the rules that you're making to meet your values. Your values are what is the most important to you in life. My values for me was security. But I made the rules so hard for security that I never felt secure, which was totally ludicrous. Why would I not feel secure? I have a roof over my head. I'm breathing in air. I can see everything around me. I know I'm loved. I have food in the press. I have electricity. I have water. I can wash myself. I just made the rules so hard for me to feel secure that I actually never let myself feel secure within myself. Pretty stupid, huh? I know. So now, I look forward to seeing you all next week, week 5, defining moments. It's pretty awesome. Next week is a big life changer too. But this area, this values 1 and values 2 is the most profound change I found. It was the ball changer for me, for sure. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Enjoy and be good.